Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, and fellow seekers of truth. What if I told you that the most dangerous lies we've been told is that education is merely a pathway to paycheck? That the time we step into a classroom we are conditioned to view learning as a transaction, knowledge in, money out. Today, we must confront a radical idea. Education is not just about employment, it is about emancipation. The myth of the job-ready mind, where we live in an era where governments measure successful education by employment rates, where parents ask, what can you do with that degree? Before asking, what will that degree lead to? Where schools become factories stamping out workers rather than nurturing thinkers. But what happens when the jobs change? When AI automated tasks, when industries collapse? If education is only about skills, then we are training for obsolescence. The philosopher John Dewey once said, education is not a preparation for life. It is life itself. Yet, we ruined it into preparation for labor. We teach students how to think critically, but rarely why it matters beyond profit margins. We can figure out the lost dimensions of learning because true education does these three essential things. The first one, it ignites curiosity, not just about the world, but about ourselves. The second one, it fosters the moral courage, the one that questions injustice, not only inefficiency. And the last one, it enhances joy, the truth of finding for its own sake. Just imagine if Einstein had been told, stop daydreaming about light beams and learn accounting. If Malala, the international symbol of the fight for the girls' education, had been silenced with, why read books if you are destined for domestic works? Nah, the greatest minds in history were not shaped by vocational drills. They were lashed out by education who valued more on imagination rather than imitation. So, how do we reclaim education's higher purpose? Here's how we're gonna do it. We can measure it differently. Stop ranking schools by graduate salaries and start evaluating them by student engagement, participation and creativity, and also the civic participation. And then we can also teach philosophy alongside programming. Let ethics guide the innovation. And we can also cherish the useless knowledge in the eyes of society. Poetry, art, music, they're not luxuries. They are what keep us human in this automated era. Based on those topics, we can summarize that the most educated person is not the one with the highest salary, but the one who asks, what kind of world do I want to live in? And how do I build it? And to sum it up, education at its best is the antidote of oppression, whether by poverty, by misjudge and prejudice, or even purposelessness. It's not a ladder we going to climb, but a light we see further. So why don't us demand an education that's not just only fill our wallets, but also expands our souls? Because this world doesn't only need more workers, more employees,